If you put in the work necessary for your transformation, if you do what is necessary now to transform your life, the first beneficiary of that transformation is you. And that's how it's meant to be, standard. No matter where you are right now in your money life, when it comes to your finances, if you put in the work and you participate and you engage and you become an active participant in the process of your transformation. Let's say you are able to come up with an idea or you do something and you make 50 million naira. You will not buy me a car. You are yourself. The first person you are going to start setting up is yourself, not me. Not your friends. Not your neighbors. Not even your mother. You won't say, okay, I just closed this 50 million naira deal. Now I have 50 million naira. I was so dead broke in the last 5 years, so I can't spend this money. Let me go and give this money to my mother who was there for me. Let me go and give this money to my friends. It is the first person you are going to think about is yourself. Because in this day and age, people act like when you challenge them to do better and be better, that the first beneficiary of that, of them doing better, is you, not them. But it's you. The major beneficiary of your transformation is you. And you have to start saying it like that. If you stand up for yourself, the first major beneficiary of you standing up for yourself is you. Not someone else. It's you. If you give up laziness, right? If you give up the proclivity to be passive, if you give up ego, arrogance, and your life is changed, the first beneficiary is you. One of the reasons we are setting up the 144 Conclave is because over time I have been told by, and I'm telling you, the creme de la creme powerful people who understand that transformation is also transactional. That for your life to be transformed, you have to be ready to transact at a level. You have to be ready to make sacrifices. I've been called by these kind of people and told that I am wasting my time on social media with people who will not do anything with what I am teaching. I've been told several times by powerful, influential, wealthy, rich people. I was still told today, me and Ibro visited someone today. The door of the person's house, the value of the door of the person's house can buy this whole house that I'm in. The door. I think the door of the house is more expensive than my house. And I'm not capping, I'm not exaggerating. The door of that house. Ibro, you were there. That door, if they sell it, it will buy my house. And I meet people like this and they tell me, Femi, you are wasting your time with all these your people on social media. They won't do nothing with what you're saying. And not today. I've been repeatedly told for over 2 years that minimize your interaction with these social media people. And they tell me, so you can give more of yourself to people who are truly ready for their own transformation. Sorry, guys. But because there is this passion in me, because I've seen people who were they were in a very bad place 1 year ago, 2 years ago, and their lives have changed. And it's because of those kind of people that I still put in some energy, effort, to come to the general social media to come and speak. And this is one of the purposes of the 144 Conclave. To put all of the energy, the intelligence, the insights, then the ability to bring people together, the ability to, I have all these skills, all these gifts, to create the conducive environment for quality people to come together and succeed together. It's part of my quality. It's part of my skills. So to take that off the regular social media and stop wasting your time with people who just want to be excited. People just want to be, ooh, hey, it's deep, it's that. 1 year, nothing has changed. 2 years, I'm spiritual, awakening. I'm in awakening season. Yes, I am water child. Yeah, I am the child of lion. Hey. Nothing to show for it. Because after all the excitement, they are not putting in the work. Do you see today, Ibro, when after speaking to that very powerful woman who speaks to presidents, and I'm not talking about just African presidents, speaks to presidents, can have a direct access to Trump. What did she say? She said, please, I need more because I need to grow. Imagine, say, a person that the door of her house, someone who, the door of her house, if they sell it, it will buy this house that I'm in. He's telling me I should say more, that today she just needs more because she's managing. I'm talking about the most expensive location. And I'm telling you guys, and when you meet this kind of people, you understand why some people keep getting poor and some people are getting rich, period. Moon rising, Chama. Listen, transforming your life is not rocket science. There are people who are not anywhere when it comes to their desires. When it comes to their desires and their expectations of themselves, they are nowhere to be found yet. Grand rising, brother. There are people who have climbed up the ladder to the place of comfort. They are not hungry. They can afford anything they want, right? They can buy any experience they want. There are people who are at the level of abundance. There are people who are at the level of wealth. The majority, the people who are not serious about climbing up the strata of life, climbing up the ladder of life, are those who are at the bottomless part of life. I am telling you. Those who are wealthy, they are looking for tools and they are looking for people, assets that would help them to be more wealthy. They are looking for that. But those who are at the bottomless pit of life, they are the ones who, they are not ready for nothing, for any change. They are the ones who want to be pampered. You know, listen, it's not about coming here to come and say deep things and all that. Yeah, what you are saying is deep. Guys, if there is no result, forget any deep thing that anybody is saying. The goal is results. That's why it is called the technology of the spirit. It is when you activate that technology and you get results, that is what amounts to a meaningful life. Not just esoteric, deep. I have seen a lot of people who, they are comfortable, they are doing well, and I see their energy to be better. And I've seen people who, they are in a, you know, when you have a phone and there is no network, and you press it and it says emergency, that's their situation. Either they are not aware, or they are living in denial, or they are just unserious about their life. But they are the ones who are quick to come and tell you, explain it to me, explain it to me. Explain what to you? What? You won't do nothing with what they explain to you. Your life, their lives prove that they are not doing anything with all the explanations. You know, I'm not one of those people who come and be telling you, many of you, if it is Speller show now, all of you will be there. If they lie, let them come. If they lie, let them not come. When it gets down to the serious aspect of what I do, I charge money for it. And it's only those who are serious, because it is money is the proof of true commitment to anything. So if they like, let them go and join anything they want to do. If you like, let them not come to this live session. Cheri Kambia, how do they say it? It no affect me. But what I know is people should not be suffering the way they are suffering. Forget about any government. Forget about any economic situation. If right now you are struggling and suffering, and it's been more than 12 months, something is wrong with you. It's not any government. It's not any government. I've told you my story several times. I've been in the deepest gutter of life. I was discussing with Ibro the other time, jokingly, and I said, why do people switch off their data? Because I just can't understand. Because whether you switch off the data on your phone or not, there are back-end activities going on, right? Background applications are updating. So whether you switch off your data or not, your phone is consuming your data. But people switch off their data because of this fear of, I let my data not finish. So they quickly switch on their data. They send messages to their friends. They switch off the data again. And I said, this is a mindset of scarcity and poverty. And what did I tell you, Ibro and Pius? I said, even when I was in the smelliest gutter of life, I was not switching off my data. If I bought 500 naira data that I borrowed from MTN, I will use it. If it's finished, I will go and sleep. That's it. Because see, a lot of people are meant to attend session. This is the kind of session that would open their eyes. And if they are truly ready to transform their lives, they will start applying the principles. And in 3 to 6 to 9 months, they will see a major transformation in their lives. This has happened to several people. There are many people who will tell you it didn't take them more than 3 to 6 to 9 months to start experiencing manifestations and transformations in their own life. This one is not the more you look, the less you see. This one is not about magic miracles. No, you are the one that will transform your life by yourself. Register it in your subconscious mind and your conscious mind that it does not take more than 3 to 6 to 9 months for your life to begin the first stage of transformation. I was sleeping on the floor in this city. When I first moved to the city of Abuja, I always tell Ibro and the other guys my story so they can learn. I was sleeping in a friend's house on the floor in a small one room, what they call self-contained. I was sleeping on that floor. The guy had his girlfriend. We had another guy who is a witness to my growth and my story in this Abuja. And I had an American girlfriend then who said she must come and meet me in Abuja. And I said, I no get house for Abuja. Where do you want to come and stay? And one day from the blue, she just called me and said, I'm at the airport. And she came and we were staying in that one room together with my friend. But I didn't stay in that room more than 1 month. Because that's not where I wanted to be. And my journey began in this city from one step to another. I fell, I stood up again. I made mistakes, I corrected them. But I never stayed in one situation for more than 9 months. And there's nothing special about me. So all this buying of sympathy is because you are not ready to transform your life. Period. That's it. And I tell you my story so you can know that I'm not from a rich home. I'm not a Nepo baby. I'm not a billionaire, but I don't beg anybody for anything. And even at my level, every day I am desiring, I'm studying, I'm thinking, I'm meeting people, I'm connecting. How do I take my life to the next level? If that is not what you wake up with every day, you are going to remain a victim, waiting for a very dark man to help you fight government, which is a bloody ass lie. You'll be waiting for a savior to go and help you fight government so that government can do right and then your life can be better. The government is set up to make sure that you live a frustrated, unhappy life. That's the purpose of government. The purpose of government is to ensure that you never reach your goal in life. And then you think you have some activists, people that are activists, they are going to fight, activists will fight government for you. You are fooling yourself. You are fooling yourself. There are no activists anywhere. Everybody is looking for their personal interest. How they are going to fill their pockets. Activists with no known job. Go and check. List Nigerian activists who have any known job, who are contributors to the economy, and wonder how are they getting money to do all this activism. So it tells you that you are only going to wait in vain if you are waiting for anybody to transform your life. Because the key to transforming your life is in your hand. Behold, I have given those who are initiated the keys of the kingdom, the technology of the kingdom. But to those who are without, everything is in parables. Meaning, to those who are without, everything, Miss Oluremi, thank you, Grand Rising. Meaning, to those who are without, to the masses, everything is going to be cock and bull stories, tales by moonlight. So you see, people stand on pulpit with microphone, they tell you stories. How they went to a place and they rose somebody from the dead. And oh, you are the next in line for a miracle. Cock and bull stories, they are for the masses. But the key to the technology of the kingdom of expansion is given to the initiates. But to the masses who are looking for the next prophet to prophesy to them, everything is going to be stories and tales and stories. You know, I'm just thankful to my father, because when I look at how the kind of places people go to, and I look at some people on social media, people who are obviously clowns, and you see how people look up to them like, this is the prophet that will change my life. Like, thank God no member of my family is part of all this, because that's how we would have been able to know who is a bastard. We wouldn't need a DNA test to know who is a bastard by the places they go. So if I see any member of my family there, I will just know that this one is a bastard. This one is not a member of my family. Because my father raised no dummies. People who are clearly clowns. And you see people, and you have the technology within you to transform your life, and you are going to one, let me not mention names, clowns. With all your education, clowns. You're expecting a clown to speak to God so that God can now come from the sky. Your sky daddy can now change your life. When there is a resident, powerful technology, but you don't want to apply it. No, because it takes a lot of work. You have to put in the work to activate the technology of transformation. The technology of the Spirit must be activated. It must be serviced. It can't work by itself. You must work it. And people don't want to work it. They need an apostle to work it. They need an alpha to work it for them. They need a pastor, a prophet to work it for them. There are some, I'm sure we have a lot of 40. If you are 40 plus here, please type in the comment section. There's no need to be ashamed. If you are 40 plus, I'm 40 plus. If you are 40 plus, type yes in the comment section. Because at a certain age, there are some challenges that should not be peculiar to you. There is a certain age you get to, and there are some challenges that should never, you should not be experiencing some experiences. You should not experience some events at a certain age. So if you are still having those experiences, You have to leave economy. You have to leave external factors. You have to focus on yourself, because nothing has to change but you. Nothing needs to change but you. Nothing needs to change but you. I was talking to the boys the other time and I said, I thought I had discovered myself before I was 40, because I could talk to people and all that, but I finally discovered myself at age 40. It was at age 40 I discovered myself. I discovered who I am. If you're above 40 years old, there are some challenges that should not be found. Like the Yoruba people will say. It should not be within your vicinity, your proximity. Let me tell you the truth. A 40-year-old person living in the city, let me also add that to it. You are a 40-year-old man and you have been living in the city for 10 years. And you cannot produce 100,000 naira. But you are one of those crying every morning to Sky Daddy. You are one of those who are crazy about miracles. Your life will be better. Something is wrong with you that needs to change. Because when it comes to your money quadrant, to your financial life, 50,000 naira is a financial challenge you should have overcome 20 years ago. Intelligence is pattern recognition. That's what intelligence is. So at 40, if you cannot recognize patterns in your life that are not meant to be in your life, patterns that should have come to an end 20 years ago, they are still actively present in your life. I went to a lot of high schools. So there is this particular high school, I don't want to be associated with it. I don't even want people to know I went to that kind of school. Not that it's a bad school. I was there until I was in my JS2, and then a rich family who were members of our church told my parents they wanted to pull me out of that school, because that's not the kind of school someone like Femi should attend. They told my parents, they said he's too intelligent for this kind of school. And listen to me, part of the reasons why I grew up with rich kids and I act like a rich kid, because I love soft life, you know. So this rich family pulled me out of that school and they took me to a private school with rich kids. So this high school that I was in recently, so they set up an old student association, boys and girls, a few years ago. So they added me to the WhatsApp. But I always check the conversation and I'm like, I don't want to be with these kind of people. There are conversations. We are all 40 plus. And you need to see the kind of conversations that they are having. So the only time I engage is when there is an issue that is money related. I send 50,000. Then one day, the current president said, I want you to really be involved. I want you to be the president. I said, in my mind, president of who? President of people who cannot generate 100,000 naira in 1 hour? No. I'm going to be a welfare coordinator, not a president. Even from a distance, I'm aware that there are people in that group who are over 40. I'm not mocking anybody. If you think it's mockery, no problem. But anybody that wants to change, sometimes you have to be triggered. You have to listen to things like this and take what you can have from there to apply into your life. So it's not mockery. It's the fact that it's a group of over 140 plus people who don't have anything to show for it. And I started studying that group. I started studying their mentality. So when the president told me recently and said, I really want you to be involved, I said, okay, add me to the electoral committee, because he first told me, I want you to be the next president. I said, no, I don't want to be the president because I already knew that. All that it will end up in, Femi, please, my child. Femi, please, my rent. Femi, please. I don't want that. I only want to support when I have 100,000. Imagine a group of over 100, 40 plus over 100 people. They want to contribute to something, and some people will say, it's only 1,000 naira I have. This is totally unheard of. I don't care. And then you see, they are the ones that will start every statement with, everything is not about money. Because they are meant to sit down and see their financial situation as abnormal. But they want to justify it as, everything is not about money. So it's not about who is rich and who is richer. And I'm like, these guys are not ready for real change. And I started studying them. From joining the electoral committee that would bring in the next executives. And I discovered that this is not a place that I ever want to be in. And guess what, guys? I left. Because it's a very negative, toxic environment. Because guess what I discovered? The majority of them are unteachable. Very smelly, bad ego. Easily threatened by change. Don't introduce anything new, anything big, anything monumental. No, let's just keep doing it the way they are doing it. And when you challenge them, they think you want to come and take their alumni from them. So I say, go and eat your alumni, where all of you cannot raise 50,000 naira in 48 hours. Go and eat it. And I left. Because for me, it is not normal at a certain age to still have some patterns in your life. There are some patterns that should never be an experience in your life when you are over 40 years old. Are you with me, guys? I came here to challenge you this morning. I didn't come here to come and tell you Chiri Kambia story. Because I have seen people who transformed their lives in 3 to 6 to 9 months. I've seen people who took the bull by the horn. Listen, most of my staff, people who work with me, they are Gen Zs. If you are an uncle or an aunt here, please type in the comment section. You have nieces and nephews. Please type in the comment section. I want to protect you from future regrets. That's what I'm trying to protect you from. None of my nieces and nephews can look at me straight and disrespect me. They don't bond them well. Why? Because they know that if they do, there are benefits that they are going to miss out of. They know. They know. May you never live a life that will now make you go to your niece and your nephews and start begging them for money. It's a miserable life. That you live and then in your 40s, your 50s, your 60s, you are calling your nephew and your niece and you are bothering them to bail you out of a financial situation. May you never. Hey, God, it's a disgusting situation. It's not a normal situation. Children who were running around in pants, pampers, children who were pooing on their body, and you were seeing them, you carried them in your arms. Children who were, when they were 6 years old, you were already in your late mid-20s. And then now you are late 40s, 50s, 60s. And then you are calling those children to beg them for money. May your life never end up like that. Even your own children, may you never get to the point where you have to start begging your children for money. Because you did not take the bull by the horn. You normalized abnormal situations. I still sent project fee to one of my cousins today. Yes. I take care of my nieces. I take care of my nephews. They call me. I send them money. They can never disrespect me. If I say that December, I want to see all of you, let's meet in Abeokuta, they all will show up because they know Uncle Femi, not less than 100K. We hit everybody coming. And I'm not saying this to boast. I'm saying this because I've seen people who they need urgent help, but they have to and that's why they are in the situation they are in. There is no, my father will always tell my mother, my father was quite an interesting man. And it was after his death I realized that a lot of the things that I've learned and who I've become is traceable to my father's impact. And my mother would be praying, Kemi, meaning every evil spirit. And my father would say, there is no demon chasing anybody. You are your own problem. I can't forget those words. My father would say, you are just shouting for nothing. Don't disturb me. There is no demon chasing anybody. No demon is chasing these children. They are their own problem. If you fail in life, you are your own problem. You are the one who is responsible for your failure. And my father would always emphasize that. And it's true. It's true. One of the incentives of adulthood is that you are able to not just know what is going wrong, but to also know why it is happening. So concepts like I don't know what is happening is for children and for toddlers. One of the perks of adulthood is that you will know this was when this thing started. Pattern recognition is the proof of adulthood. When you master pattern recognition, it becomes easier for you to not be stuck in life, to transform your life. This thing has happened repeatedly. Sometimes it has happened the same month, different year, with the same persons, different people, and you are able to put those patterns together to design the architecture of change and transformation. I wanted to talk about generational code and numerology, but this is where the Spirit is leading us this evening. And there is a technology of the Spirit. There is a technology of the Spirit. So that you don't become an envious, jealous friend. One of the antidotes to jealousy and envy is personal success and transformation. What is success, guys? Success is the progressive actualization, thank you, Yvonne, of a worthy ideal. Success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. And one of the antidotes to jealousy, to envy, to unnecessary competition is success. One of the cure for low self-esteem, for insecurity, for baseless hatred is personal success and personal transformation. The reason some people are envious of others is because they have no success in their own life. They don't have any personal transformational story. So they think that the person, their friend who is a success, who is actualizing their own ideal, is taking something from them. So envy, jealousy are symptoms of suppressed greatness. It's because there is something in you that you have refused to actualize, to activate. But you see someone else at every stage actualize all of their desires. There was someone I was close to last year. And me, I'm a military man. When I say something, I do it because I'm very careful about my life, especially the phase that I'm in. It's quite a vulnerable phase that I'm in. And I was telling this young man, I said, you are too gifted to be frustrated. There are too many skills and gifts you have. But you are a talkative. You're on analysis paralysis. I've seen the kind of things you've done since I've known you, but you have not been able to put yourself out there. You only start and you stop halfway. And I said, if you don't release this particular project by February 2026, because you're always waiting for the perfect condition. And I told him, I said, if you don't release this particular project that I have confidence in, by February 2026, I will distance myself from you. Guess what, brothers and sisters? I have distanced myself from him. You know why I did that? Because if you are actualizing your worthy ideals, if your life is progressing and at every stage, I'm going to do this, you do it. I will do this, you do it. But you are surrounded or close to a friend who does not have any story of success. Oh, come on. It's only a matter of time. He will clap for you. But you get to a point where he's going to start. There will be this uncontrollable envy and jealousy, and you don't need that in your space. So anybody who doesn't have any story of success, I can't bring them into my inner circle. They are potential envious and hateful and jealous people. That's what they are. Success is the antidote to jealousy. That's what it is. It is the antidote to jealousy. When your life is consistently transformed and you are moving, and congratulations are in order in your life, and you are actualizing your worthy ideals. You know, let me use myself as an example. I am building something very monumental. What I'm building is the Legacy Conscious Project. And at every stage, everything I said I was going to do, I have done them. There is nothing I have said I would do since I began this journey of public coaching, public teaching, that I have not done. We'll go to Ghana for Unlock. We went to Ghana. We will do Kigali. We went to Kigali. We will do Kampala. We went to Kampala. We will do International Conscious Conference. We did it in 2024. 2025, we did it again. So I have had that experience of consistent progress. And some of you have had consistent progress in your life. But you are keeping people in your life who have refused to activate their own journey of consistent progress. No, I have to be your friend from a distance. Because you are a potential hater. You are a potential bitter, jealous, envious friend, which I don't want to have in my space. Success is a progressive actualization of a worthy ideal. In the last 9 years, what are the goals that you listed to achieve? What do you notice when you list, if you list those goals now? Have you experienced a progressive realization of those worthy ideals? Or you have not even actualized one of them? Thank you, Yvonne. Have you? Have you? Because listen, it is in every one of us to succeed. The power to succeed, the power to transform our lives is in every one of us. If your story is a story of consistent success, but your friend's story is a story of consistent failure, it's not your fault. There is a misalignment. And as much as you should care about your friend, you should also be very, very careful. Because your success at a point will become a threat to them. Some friends can even say, you are stealing their glory. Glory that they cannot use, they can't materialize that glory in their own life. Now, you are the one stealing their glory. You are stealing their destiny. Are you with me, guys? Everything is technology. Everything is technology. There is a technology behind everything. Healing is technology. Money manifestation is technology. Relationship success is technology. And until you activate and master the technology behind anything, you will never experience consistent success when it comes to that thing. You won't. And if the story of your life is not a story of orderly congratulations, consistent victories, you fall, you rise, you are a potential hater. You will be shocked the kind of envy and bitterness and jealousy that you will start exuding when you see other people succeed. When you see other people prosper, you will start developing this envy, baseless hatred. You would wonder where is this coming from? Because you have refused to activate the technology of success that is in you. Because that technology is in you. That technology is in you. To the initiated, I have given the technology of the kingdom. It says to those who are within, I have given them the keys of the kingdom. Meaning, I have given them the technology of the kingdom. How the kingdom operates. I have given them the constitution of the kingdom. They know what to do. They know how to work things out. But to the masses, those who are not the initiates, everything is going to be complex, complicated. Cock and bull stories. Everything will be in parables. That's what Jesus said in the book. That's what Jesus said in the book. And it is the understanding of this kingdom of expansion, not a place in the sky. When I say kingdom, I'm talking about the kingdom of your mind, expansion, the kingdom of infiniteness, the kingdom of abundance, of glory, of power. When you understand how this kingdom operates, at every stage of your life, you are going to actualize or realize your desires. Your life will be that of success, the success, the progressive actualization or realization of every of your ideals and your desires. That's what's going to be. You don't need permission from anybody to succeed. The reason it seems that it is complicated and complex and difficult is because you are not giving yourself permission. You're not giving yourself permission. There is nobody I am jealous of. Nobody. Nobody. And I have a lot of people around me who are richer than me. I have a lot of younger people who are doing better in their own assignment in life. They are not doing better than me in my own assignment. They are only doing better than me in their own assignment. So when you understand the technology of your kingdom, other people doing better than you will not spark up any jealousy or envy in you because you are doing better in your own assignment. That's it. They can't do what I'm doing better than me. So they can do whatever they do better than me because that's what they are assigned to do. So there will never be any need for envy. If you notice that you have the tendency to be envious of people, even people who are close to you, people who have done you nothing but good, but you want to create this competitiveness, this that does not exist, check yourself. You are suppressing some greatness in you. There is greatness in you that you have suppressed. You are not living up to your divine expectation of yourself. You are not living up to your expectation of your divinity. That's what's happening to you, period. There is nobody right now that I'm in competition with. Nobody. Because based on my plans and my goals and my desires, in the next 9 years, there is progressive actualization of those goals. Because I've discovered the technology of the kingdom that I operate in. So I don't have to be confused. I don't have to be in misalignment. I am in alignment with the software of my soul. So the algorithms of my life, the events of my life are all effects of the cause of my soul. That's what's going on. Guys, fulfillment is not rocket science. Success is not rocket science. Transformation is not rocket science. And for those who have, how many of you here, you know within you, you are convinced that there is something in you that is not just for you? There is a seed of greatness that is in you that is meant to impact many people. You know, there are people who are called to impact many. There are those who are called to impact few. It's all part of greatness. How many of you here, you are convinced that your calling is to make impact in the lives of many? How many people are here? And you know, either through your skill, it doesn't have to be, because people always think that when we say this, then everybody must carry a microphone and be talking to people. No. Maybe through technology, maybe through authorship, maybe through real estate, maybe through speaking, maybe through politics. You know that your calling is not to reach the few, it's to reach the many. Listen to me. There is no better time to start than now. This is now. Now is the time. Greatness not expressed becomes bitterness. Greatness not expressed becomes bitterness. Because then you start seeing people who are expressing their greatness. And it reminds you of how much you would have become if you had expressed yours. You start seeing people doing great and mighty things. You start seeing people breaking boundaries, breaking new grounds, scaling new heights. And it reminds you of how you are also capable of doing the same, but you refuse to do it. You give up on yourself. It's a reminder. People's success is meant to be a reminder of your capacity to also succeed. It's not meant to activate envy and jealousy and competitiveness in you. And this need to rub shoulders and not make it look like you're also succeeding. This competition, baseless competition. Greatness suppressed leads to bitterness. The majority of old people out there, millennials, Generation X, baby boomers, who are quick to judge Gen Zs, it is out of envy and jealousy, period. But a successful millennial, all he's thinking about is how to develop a cross-generational strategy so that his relevance can be sustained across timelines. That's why you see people like E-Money. They are partnering with Kata Efe and Co. to extend their impact beyond their own immediate generations. The ones who failed, they are quick to judge. The moment they see a 22-year-old boy who is already a millionaire, he's a drug, we don't know what he did. They are Yahoo boys. It is coming from the place of envy. I could have done better than this. I could have been more than this. I had this greatness in me. I had this potential in me to be more in life. But I gave up on myself. No, but they won't interpret their situation that way. They transfer their frustration and aggression on young people. Don't be. If you are above 30 and above 40 here, take the next 3 months and sit down and start looking into your life. Time waits for nobody. Time waits for nobody. Time waits for nobody. So you don't become an angry brother, angry uncle, angry auntie in the village, on the streets, frustrated, not because you couldn't have commanded success in your own life, but because you gave up on yourself. You pursued delusions. You were chasing clouds. You were not living practically and pragmatically. And now you see the younger generation of people taking advantage of opportunities, maximizing the opportunities of a lifetime in the lifetime of the opportunity. Suddenly you have advice and wisdom for them to learn from. No. A poor, broke, busted, 50 plus, 60 plus year old without sustenance and wealth, without emotional stability, their wisdom is meaningless to the younger generation. Please quit this idea of it's not about money. It's not about money. No, it is about money first. It's about money. People don't listen to adults who are dependent on younger people. People don't listen to them. People don't respect adults who are not financially independent. That is the fact of life. Stop living in your own bubble world. This is how you expect the world to be. No. See the world as it is. See people as they are. It minimizes your frustration. I will never ever in my life call any of my niece or my nephew to bail me out of any financial situation. It will never happen. Let them become the richest people on earth. Yes, if they buy me gifts, they say, my uncle, they are now rich. And then they want to bless their uncle. Fine, but I will never. Because I see the world as it is. I see people as they are, not the way I expect them to be. The expectation of society is that by 40, by 30 plus, by 40, by 50, you already have your life together. If you don't expect pity from the world. Expect mockery. Expect mockery. And there is nothing wrong with that if the world is mocking you because you don't have your life together at 40, at 50. That should be what you expect from the world, because the standard is that by that age, you have your life together. Not that you are battling the challenges of a 20-year-old at 40 and at 50. Yet you are unteachable. You have ego and baseless arrogance. And then for those who are already in that state where they have commanded a level of results, there is more. How many of you here, you love your life, but you also know there is more? Type in the comment section, there is more, there is more. You are here, you've commanded a level of results, but you know that there is more. That's the way it's meant to be. There is more. There's more. You must stay hungry. You must stay thirsty. There is more. There is more from wherever that came from. There is more. Whatever I have built now, there is more. Whatever I've built. Whatever my social capital is, there is more. I can meet more people. I can go to new places. I can command better results than I commanded yesterday. There is more. There is more. I will never get used to the old, because there is always more. There is more. That's what it is. There is more. Because the world must know that I came. The world must know that I came and I did my bit. I am not here to change the world. I'm here to contribute my own ingenious quota to making the world a better place. Your goal is not to, you can't change the world. But there is something in you that the world needs. So if it ends at just labels, labeling yourself as this, as that, without any substantial result to back your claims up, that's not why you're here. The world must know that I came. Some of you, you are in the tech space. There is an idea that you have in you. The world needs that idea. That's how you are going to let the world know that you came. Through the activation of the technology of the spirit that is in you. Some of you are in real estate. You think that all the real estate ideas there is has been implemented. No, we thought that real estate had come to a place where there was nothing else to implement, and then Airbnb came. Airbnb came. They own no property or hotel anywhere. Right? Go and study them. They own no property anywhere. That's real estate. That's commercial real estate. Without owning any property, they dominate the real estate sector. We thought that all there is to transportation. Uber came. Bolt came. Now you have InDrive, allowing you to negotiate on the app. Some would think that every idea needed to activate and implement when it comes to technology for transportation has been activated by Uber and Bolt. And then InDrive came and said, yeah, we'll give people on our platform the opportunity to bargain with the driver. And whatever they agree on will be the price. There are more ideas. In your sector, there are more ideas. In your sector, there are. And those ideas, you are meant to activate them. It's not enough to call yourself a water child, a lion child. I am this, I am Leo, I am Scorpio, I am this, I am that. Where are the tangible proofs of all those labels that you are giving yourself? All those labels. Say to you, I'm tired of labels. We Leo, this is the way we are. We move like this. We move like fire. We go into the sky. We disappear. Nonsense. Where are the proofs of all that in your life? We Scorpio, we are the ones that are, the way we move like thunder. Please, leave all those talks. They are all BS stories. If there are no corresponding results to back that up in your life. Because the goal, the end point of spirituality is materialism. To materialize everything that you have tapped into in that metaphysical realm. You know, there are some other places where they hype people up on social media. They are telling them who they are. And they are running with excitement. Do you want to be excited? Yeah? Or you want to activate your destiny? Do you want to be motivated or you want to activate your destiny? Those are the two questions. Because listen, if what I was doing here tonight, if I was telling people, let's talk about life path master number 11 now. This is the way they are. They are game changers. Are you master number 11? Yes, game changer. So what game have you changed? What game have you changed? No proof. Just labels. Just labels. It's time for us to move from just labels to embodiment. Say after me, I'm moving from labels to embodiment. Because all of these labels are just labels. That's where it ends. Embodying everything that you are is the real deal. Embodying everything that you are is the real deal. So if you are a Leo, how do Leos move? Are you moving like that in your life? Or just talk? Everybody is special now on social media. We are the March born. We are the August born children. So we are the ones we are the best things in sliced bread because we are the ones born in August. Is there a proof in your life that you are the best things in sliced bread? It's time to move from labels to embodiments. I am chosen. Chosen by who? For what? And people run with these labels for years, and it ends up as just stories. Rather than activate the keys, the technology of the kingdom that they have at their disposal. I am moving from labels to embodiments. Labels turn you to a grandstander, adopting other people's idea of who you are. If your goal is embodiment, you move differently. You move differently. So the purpose of knowledge is wisdom. Wisdom is the action word. And what is action? To begin to take the necessary steps to embodying the potential energy. Yes, I'm a master number 22. Yes, I'm a life part 8. Yes, I'm a life part 1. What does life part 1 represent? Beyond the labels. Beyond the labels. What does it represent? Now, I am going to design a blueprint for myself that in the next 3 to 6 to 9 months, I become the direct representative of this life path 1. That's the goal of an authentic spirituality journey. Moving from labels to embodiments. That's what it is. Moving from labels to embodiments is different from I am a snake child. Turn to a snake, let's see you now. Is different from my spirit animal is an antelope. Is a cheetah. Is a lion. Are you roaring in life or you are barking like a dog? You know, I told him, I've done all this. I'm not here to pamper anybody. Because those who want to transform their lives, I already know them. So those who take everything personal, I don't need them. They are the ones who won't even pay you. The ones who take things personal are the ones who will not, they won't pay you for anything. The ones who pay you are the ones who don't mind. Challenge me. They are the ones who pay. So I don't send anybody, Papa. Anybody that wants to be upset at this level, I am, be upset and leave. No problem. Because I already know those who want true transformation in their lives. So this is not, I'm not here to pamper anybody. Because like I said at the beginning, the first beneficiary of your transformation and change is you, not me. If you eat some real good money, you won't buy me a car, but you buy your car for yourself first. So if you take all of this and you transform your life, you are the one that will first benefit. So I have nothing to gain, I have nothing to lose. But the technology is in you. The technology is in you to move from labels to embodiment. Labels to embodiment. The onus is on you to prove to yourself and the world that you are a functional asset. That everything that is in you, that you are tapping into the reservoir of your soul, and you are going to birth everything, you are going to die empty. I am going to die empty. I won't die with my dreams and my visions. Miles Monroe said when you go to the grave is where you have the concentration of ideas. Dead dreams, dead poetry, dead books, dead ideas. Oh man, dead ambitions. Oh, they are dead with all of what they came here for. I am not going to die with my ideas. The international conscious city will be built. A city that has never been built before, that represents something that does not exist. It will be built. I'm leaving this world empty. I'm leaving this world empty. That should be your goal and your aim. So spirituality goes beyond talks and labels. And this need to prove to people who you are by your numerology and astrology, and that's what are you doing with that? I'm moving from labels to embodiments. When I look at Gen Zs, sometimes it's scary. When I look at Gen Zs and I look at millennials and Gen X and baby boomers, sometimes I'm afraid. You know why? The way these Gen Zs are moving. The way these Gen Zs are moving. Then you have the alphas. The generation alphas coming after that. The way these people are moving. 20, 30 years from now, I want my wisdom to count to them. Because the way Gen Zs and Gen Alphas are moving, if you don't live an authentic life now, in 20, 30 years, where you are already an elder, they won't see you as an elder. They will see you as you have nothing to offer me because you couldn't even build anything for yourself that qualifies you to be regarded as an elder. May your story not be like that. May your story not end up like that. May you not become, in future, an uncle, an aunt, with nothing to offer, but they want to be respected. This generation is very brutal, I hope you know. It was the Gen X that excused uncles and aunts who have nothing substantial to offer, yet they respected and they listened to them. Gen Zs don't respect uncles and aunts who have nothing substantial to offer. Go and watch them on social media, what they were saying. There is a young man on social media now. He's making I don't know if you guys have seen, he's making a video, day one, of me talking about the useless human beings who hurt me in the past. And he's mentioning his uncles and aunts. His friends' fathers, I say, some of his friends' fathers who are dead. He said, the fire that will burn the man in hell. Gen Zs don't give a damn about your age. If your life doesn't have any meaning and substance, they will not respect you. So imagine 20, 30, 40 years from now, and then you want to impose eldership on them, and you have no meaning and no substance to back that up. They would drag you and insult you and disrespect you. So the time to build the life of your dream is now, brothers and sisters. The time is now. Away with the ego. Away with the unteachability. The time to build the life of your dream is now. Because these children, they are not playing. It is generation boomers, the X, that still have great respect and honor for uncles and aunts who are nothing in life. This generation will not. It is the baby boomers and the generation X that respect grandparents who are broke. Gen Zs don't have any respect for grandparents who are broke. They won't call you. There are some grandparents right now that their grandchildren don't call them. But there are some, their grandchildren want to always visit them. Brothers and sisters, I didn't come here tonight to come and give you any deep word. No, this is not deep. I came here to challenge you. We're already March 21st, March 20th, right? 7 days from now, 8 days from now, 9 days from now, March has ended. We are moving into April. Spirituality is not just shouting around about who you are as animal archetype, your astrology, your numerology. That's not what it is. Yes, that's the beginning. It's just the beginning. Awakening is not about identifying videos on social media that speaks to your sentiment of awakening. No. You must truly, truly be awakened. You must truly, truly be awakened, guys. I sit with powerful people. I sit with politicians. And when I go there, I'm not telling them I'm Leo, I'm master number 11. No, they are saying the frequency of a Leo and master number 11 in me. And they are saying, Femi, please don't go now. Can you tell me more? Because I have become the embodiment. Enough of all this charlatanism. Honestly, I'm sick and tired of those things. All this spookiness. Spirituality is not spookiness. Spirituality without structure will only produce clowns and charlatans. That's at the end of the day, that's it. When there is no practicality in your spirituality, you are just a clown, an empty barrel making noise about how you people are. We Pisces, we are like this. We, what are those? Sometimes I don't pay attention, I forget them. Eh? We Cancer, we are like this. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Are you an embodiment of all of those, what all of those things represent? Imagine a person with a lot of ones in their chart. Life path 1, day of birth 1. Yet they are so emotionally scattered, never stable, always needy. I'm life path 1. No, you are not. It's just a label. Imposter syndrome, because nature abhors vacuum. You are either vibrating the authentic frequency of your energy, or you become an imposter. Yeah, I am life path master number 33. You are scattered, looking for profit, running helter-skelter, moving, jumping from one place to another. Yeah, I'm life path master number 33. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? But the engine is in you. The technology is in you. It's in you. You know, I love one of the evidence of a person who is truly ready to transform their lives is honesty, brutal honesty. I remember a young man who is doing pretty well now. He said, there was a time I used to say, broke and busted, and it used to be very funny to him. Until one day he asked himself, he told himself, but I am broke and busted. He said he had to come to a place of brutal honesty. He said he had to sit down one day and say, these words, it sounds harsh, but he said, but currently I am broke and busted. And he said, so what do I do so that every time I hear broke and busted, I'm not triggered? And he has transformed his life. Because you have to be brutally honest to yourself. That I'm talking to you, I'm brutally honest to myself. I'm brutally honest to myself. And part of the brutal honesty to myself is the reason we have the 144 conclave. So if I'm telling you, manage your energy and your attention, 144 also gives me the opportunity to give more of my attention to those who are truly ready for real transformation. But your success is not rocket science. It's in you already. Every question you are asking, the answers are in you. Please, brothers and sisters, the answers are in you. Not charlatans. Every solution that you seek is in you. The power is in you. The power to transform your life, your existence, is in you. It's not in anybody. It's in you. You have the key of the kingdom. You have the technology of the kingdom. It's in you, brothers and sisters. You may not look like it, but it's in you. It's in you. And you can begin now. You can begin now. The spring is here, brothers and sisters. Spring is here. Spring is here. Newness is here. There is a shift right now. So if you did not get it between December and January, this can become the moment for you where you start getting it. Spring is here. The flowers are going to start blooming in your life. If you are ready, this is the time to truly wake up This is a time to truly focus on yourself and wake up. This is a time to become the active participant in your story of transformation. This is a time to become the embodiment of everything you represent at the potential level. This is a time to move from labels to embodiment. This is a time to take the bull by the horn and stop playing the victim. Your time has come. This is spring for you guys. The month of March introduces us to newness, guys. You are new now. You are new. You are new. And those who take advantage of the very present dominant frequency right now, watch their lives in the next 9 months. So by next week, 3 months is gone, and then there is 9 months left. You can begin the journey of personal transformation that will start producing major groundbreaking results by December 2026. I've seen people do it. I've seen people who were suicidal. September 2024, they were suicidal. By January, February 2025, they were donating to our cause. By mid-year 2025, they were traveling on tour, international tour, to go and teach people their skill. By early 2026, they were on US tour of different states. I've seen people literally move from being suicidal, move from wherever they are in life to where nobody could have imagined they would have moved to in 3 to 6 to 9 months. I've seen it happen. And they didn't consult any prophet. They just started applying principles and strategies into their own lives. They didn't jump from one place to another. No. When the Bible says, be still and know that I am God, you know what that means? It simply means be still and you will know what to do. Don't be in a hurry. Be still. Ideas, insights, divine inspiration comes to you in the place of stillness. Comes to you in the place of stillness. Let's end with meditation. Let's end the session with meditation. I want you to close your eyes wherever you are. And I want you to be in a relaxed state. And we're going to repeat that affirmation, be still. Type in the comment section, I am still. I am still. I am still, so I know what to do. I am still. I know where to go. I am still. I know who to call. I am still. I know how to do it. I am still. I know where to go. I am still. I am inspired. There is a vital force of intelligence in me. There is a vital force of intelligence in me. The inspiration of infinite intelligence gives me understanding. I am still. I know what to do. I am still in my spirit. I'm still in my soul. I'm still in my mind. I'm still in my emotions. I'm still in my psychology. My nervous system is regulated. There is no confusion. There's clarity. There is enlightenment. Therefore, I know the next step to take to command the results that I desire. My neurons are at work. My brain is the altar of my manifestation. Therefore, my brain is active. I speak light to my brain. I speak light to my brain. I charge up my brain. My brain is electrical. I command you, my brain, right now. Be charged up. My soul is at peace. My soul is at rest. I am still. I know who to talk to. I am still. I know every step I need to take. I am still. I know every action that I need to take because they are inspired by infinite intelligence. Therefore, I rise. 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 There is no fragmentation. I consolidate all my infrastructure. The infrastructure of my spirit, the infrastructure of my soul, of my mind, of my emotions, of my body, of my health, of my money, of my work, of my career, of my profession, of my relationship, of my community. I consolidate all those infrastructures and I make the best of my energy resource because I function from the place of stillness. I am still. I know what to do. I know what to do about my business. I know how to transform my business. The wisdom of the omniscient is alive in me. I have received the unction to function. I know everything that I need to do. I have all the effective strategies that I need to deploy in my business, and I see them produce mega, alpha, explosive, massive results. As we close, I want you to do something. And this is going to help a lot of people. If you feel that the world has gone ahead of you, if you feel that your mates have surpassed you in life, if there are people in your life that their growth threatens you, I want you to list their names. That's going to be the first step to total mental, emotional deliverance. If there are people you know whose growth and success threatens you, makes you feel uncomfortable, they are the catalyst for your change and transformation. Yes. They are 22, you are 27. And then you have seen the level of success they've commanded. And watching them work out their success makes you feel a bit uncomfortable. You are going to list the names of those people. And you are going to bless them. Or you bless them, because bless is not the kind of word I want to be using. You are going to speak bliss into their lives. List their names. List their names. And I'm going to be vulnerable to you. When I look at all these young Nigerian pastors, they are doing really well. Less than 2 years. This one has built this, he has built that. And sometimes when I look at their success, I feel a bit like, what? This guy, I can do better than this guy. And you know what I did? And I've had people who told me at different times, they said, it's because you don't want to identify with any religion. These guys, they have institutional support. You, Femi Jubal, you don't. And that's why it seems as though you have to do all of these things your own. If you can just identify with any religion, especially Christianity, that's what these guys are leveraging on. So it put me in a place where I was thinking, I said, but me, I will never identify with any religion. Because I don't need to do that based on what I'm doing. And guess what I started doing? I started sending them positive energy. Whenever I see their videos, or I see them, some of them live in this estate, I shake their hands. I send them peace, joy, and love. And I said, I may not have the institutional support they have, but I have ancestral support. And everything I need to do, I will do them. I may not be as rich, as influential. I may not be as big. You see these guys, their events, the lighting, everything. They have all the support and resources they need. I may not have all that, but everything that Femi Jubal needs to do, I will do them. And I started sending them positive energy. I started speaking words of grace to them. You are going to do it. You're going to write that. Do you have anybody, guys? We all do, guys. We all do. Their success is telling you something about yourself. Your goal is not to be jealous of their results. So you are going to list their names. Who are those women that when you see them, their success makes you feel uncomfortable? Because their success is reminding you of yourself and what you are capable of doing. Oh, man. And when you alchemize your response and reaction to their success, you begin to speak words of grace over them. I may not have the support you have, but I have ancestral support. I'm really thankful for what you are doing. I may not even agree with some of the things you say, but I'm thankful that a young person like you, I may be more knowledgeable than you. I remember a lady told me, said, I really want you to start listening to my pastor. So I said, who is your pastor? When she mentioned his name, I said, that boy used to run around with pants when I was preaching as a teenage pastor in Christ the Lord, the biggest church in Lekki Phase 1. That boy was running around in pants. You are telling me I should listen to your pastor. And later on I said, I shouldn't have. But this boy that they are talking about has bigger results than I do. And I said, maybe I am uncomfortable with his results. Maybe his results threatens me. Maybe because his results, I feel, based on who I am, what I know, I should be bigger than him. A lot of these people, this is what they are suffering from. I know someone, and many of you know him, I am sending him positive energy every day. Even though he doesn't know it, he is so blessed with intelligence. He is so blessed with a very unique skill. This articulation style that no other person has. But the need to be envious of other people's results has pushed him into a place of bitterness and victimhood. Right. And guess what? That's a man with so much capacity in him to transform the world because his gift is unique. And I send him positive energy every now and then, that may his eyes open to who he truly is, so that he can see that there is no need to be bittered about other people's results. That's what you are meant to do. When you see people who are commanding results that are better, bigger than you, you may know more than them. You may be able to teach them whatever they are doing and be, this person is meant to be my student. No, results say otherwise. Based on their results, you are meant to actually study them and send them positive energy and send them, peace and joy and love, great frequency. And guess what happens? That becomes a catalyst for your own growth, to command your own results that are unique to you. It moves you from the place of being jealous of other people's results to worst case scenario, thinking that you deserve their result better than them because you think you are better than, you can do what they are doing better than them. I have seen people who left my space because they thought that they could generate, they thought that they are entitled to my results because they think they are better than me. That's not a place to be. Because if you can command those results, you should have been commanding the results by now. So list their names and send them all the positive energy. Call their names and say, you are such a great man. You are such a great man. I remember when you were a young boy in Covenant University and my pastor's son was your set. And they did the graduation and I was there with my pastor because I used to be the youth pastor and I used to preach to people who were as old as my father, and you were just graduating from school. And see where you are today. See the results that you are commanding today. I love you for that. I may know more than you. I may be more experienced than you, but your results prove that in the spirit you have attained a height that I haven't. List their names. How many of you are going to carry out this exercise? You're going to list their names. And that would activate a process of consistent transformation in your life. If you're a man, tomorrow, 21st, 9 p.m., we are having a session called The Main Conversation. The Main Conversation. So if you're a man, we have sent the link to the WhatsApp community. It will be great to host all the men tomorrow, 9 p.m. If you're a woman, don't bother coming. If you're a woman, you want to join secretly, we will know because everybody will talk. If you talk and we hear your voice, we remove you straight. Because when women are doing their own, men don't join. So if you're a man, please make sure you join that session. Let's build that safe community of men who are going to start pursuing. Princess, you, that I will know you in 1 second. Come, I will remove you. So men will come together and build that citadel and haven of safety and of brotherhood. So thank you so much, guys, for joining the session. There's a lot that is lined up for the month of April that you don't want to miss. The 144 Conclave is currently on. We are now just 4 founding council fellows into the first 24 founding council fellows. We wanted to start the 144 Conclave with 24 founding council fellows. Now we have 18, 4 more to go. And after that, we can now start inducting new members. And there's a lot of amazing things that would happen in the coming weeks. So thank you so much for joining the session, and I celebrate you. On Sunday, we will continue the session on the generation code, numerology, psychology, and power across time. I hope you enjoyed tonight's session, and have a great weekend. Thank you.